Now let's start.
سارعي للمجد والعلياء، مجدي لخالق السماء. وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر، رددي الله أكبر يا موطني. موطني قد عشت فخر المسلمين، عاش الشهيد للعلم والوطن. سارعي للمجد والعلياء، مجدي لخالق السماء. وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر، رددي الله أكبر يا موطني. موطني قد عشت فخر المسلمين، عاش الشهيد للعلم والوطن.
Excellent, boys. Thank you. Thank you very much, boys. All right. So today we are going to start together the science, inshallah. Remember me, Miss Al-Anud Al-Aufi? Remember our rules, classroom rules? Who can remember? Who can tell me what are our classroom rules?
And listening to the miss and don't send on the chat.
Excellent, very good.
And
you learn? How do you learn online?
Talk, you have to raise your hand.
Bravo, bravo, excellent. You look with your eyes and you listen with your ears.
Ear.
All eyes on the screen. Sit properly and raise your hand if you need anything. And before you talk, please let them
raise your hand.
Yes. All right, boys, let's start together. Who can tell me what was the last thing you were talking with Miss Abir? The last thing you took with Miss Abir?
About
what?
Camouflaging. About camouflaging. Yes. Camouflaging.
Camouflaging?
Yes.
Okay. What's the camouflage?
You make yourself your part of this thing.
Excellent. What do you call this thing? Huh? There's a word. When
like a flower, like a rock, or like a flower. It can be like a flower. If you look like a rock, it can be like a rock.
Very cool. So animals, they can make an actions to do what? Why they are
camouflage.
Okay, why they are making camouflage? Why?
Themselves
so they can eat small animals.
Nice, cool. So they can protect themselves or what?
And
also to take animals, to eat animals.
It's like a rock, so the fish, they say no, it's not a fish, so that's okay. And so then the frogfish will eat them.
To protect themselves. Okay, what do you call this thing when animals making some actions or do things to protect themselves? There is a word for that, remember?
So like the big animals so much, so they don't eat them like a dinosaur.
Okay. So they are making adaptations. Say it after me. Adaptation.
Adaptation.
Excellent. So they are doing adaptations. Adaptations are behaviors or actions animals do to protect themselves or even for finding food or shelter, maybe. Okay? So when animals need to eat food or they want to protect
themselves, want to camouflage, get beside a rock.
Yes, when they are pretending to be a rock, no one will eat them, so they are protecting themselves. So the word here, they are making adaptation. Let's see what we are going to talk about today. First of all, today is Sunday, and we are 26th of September 2021. Open with me to page 131 and write the date, please. 131. You can see the screen. Can you see the screen, my love?
That's written 131.
Yes. Every day when we start our lesson, you will find the page number on top of the screen or in the middle of the board. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So today our lesson will be, what are some behavioral adaptations? So it's going to be a little bit different, but the same thing. We're talking about adaptations too. If we are going to talk about adaptation too, so what does adaptation means? Sif, can you tell me, Sif? I can't hear you. Maybe you need to raise the volume up.
What?
Safe.
Yes.
All right, now I can hear you. What does adaptation mean?
It means some stuff for the animals, so they can protect themselves and gather some.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. So animals, they can make actions or behave in a way to protect themselves so they can survive. So this is adaptations. Today we are going to learn how can animal behave. When I ask you, please, Ya Saud, behave well. What do I mean, Ya Saud? What am I asking you? What does it mean to behave? Who can tell me? Saud, you're not here anymore? Okay, let's see. Hello, Ahmed. Ahmed, are you here? What about Talal? All right, Abdelilah. Abdelilah, can you tell me, what does it mean to behave? When I ask you, please behave well, what does it mean, ya Abdelilah?
Yes, miss.
What does it mean to behave? When I ask you, please behave well, or I'm gonna tell you, this boy is behaving not good. So what do I mean by behave? Behave means to make some actions, to make some. Sorry, again, say it again.
Silly.
Abdul Rahman, what?
Silly.
Silly?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, some people or some boys can act. So when
Miss, I know. Adaptation.
Tell me.
Adaptation.
Okay. When you are making some actions or making some behavior, it can be for adaptation. Now let's learn what are the behavioral adaptation. Now take a look at these geese. These birds, we call them geese. Now, these geese.
Miss, why do we call them geese?
What? Sorry?
Why do we call them geese?
It's the name of the bird. Like we have some pirates, we have some little birds, we have, this is a type of bird. We call it geese. Now, migrating geese often fly in a V formation. Look, they are making the letter V. This is how they fly or travel from one place to another.
Keep themselves safe.
Okay, how do you know? when it's time to migrate? How do they know what time to travel from one place to another? Do you have any idea? When does animals travel? They travel from one place to another. Why would they travel? To have some fun? Maybe to...
No.
Okay.
When this place has danger, they fly.
Okay, this can be right.
To go to another place.
Cool, this can be right. Okay, why this place can be danger? Who can tell me? Someone else, please. Please, please, please. Someone
Some
else.
big animals like a tiger, it can eat them.
Tigers can eat geese? No. Tigers,
No.
they don't eat birds.
Tigers,
They just eat fresh meat. They just eat fresh meats.
Yes,
and
like
and
deer.
these animals let them die so he can get the fresh meat.
Maybe Ismail, something related to the weather.
Yani when it comes a storm.
Okay, maybe when there's a storm. What about cold? Can they stand cold?
No.
No. So when it's winter, some geese or birds, they move from one place to another, and we call this traveling. We call it migration. Okay, guys, we're not going to write right now. We are going to learn, then we will be back to write. In this lesson, you will learn the vocabulary, behavior, migrate, instant, and hibernate, and a learned behavior. Okay? Please write with me. I'm going to give you 1 minute to write. It's page, guys, 131. Okay?
Miss the up one or the down one?
The down one.
My dear, it's here, written with pink. The lesson vocabulary.
And the lesson vocabulary.
Yes,
Right,
behavior, migrate, instant, and hibernate, learned behavior.
I finished.
I finished.
All right, boys.
Yes,
Everyone
I don't
finished?
finish. I am in the last one.
What about you guys? Did you finish?
Miss, I have only 3 more.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let's start the lesson and I will give you time to write by the end of this period, all right?
Miss, I finished.
Very good. Thank you. Okay,
Miss, I'm
guys.
gonna finish. I finished.
Finish.
All right.
Miss, I'm not.
It's okay, my dear. I will give you, by the end of this session, time to write. Now, when animals behave, you always think, do they know it? Do they know how to behave, or they learn it? Okay, so this tells you that some animals learn their behavior, and some animals, they already know. Eating, sleeping, or finding shelter and moving from one place to another. How animals know what to do? Let me tell you something. Does someone tell you how to eat? Okay, so you already
No.
know how to eat. Does someone
Yes.
tell you how to sleep?
No.
No, so you already know how to sleep. See? Know how to, or you learn. Okay, when you move or travel from one place to another, does someone tells you how to travel? Yes.
No.
Some
Yes.
action needs to be learned. You need to learn how to do this thing. In this lesson, we are going to learn what are the behavioral adaptations. That means that, or sorry, you know it already or you learn it. Okay, guys?
Ah.
Now, let me tell you something. If you know the behavior, we call it instincts. See? Look at the hands over here. What do we call it? Instinct. If you know how to do something already, if you sleep, if you know how to sleep, if you know how to eat, if you know how to yawn. So all these behavioral or actions, what do we call it? Instinct. What do we call it?
Instinct.
Excellent. What about if you are learning this behavior? If you are learning the behavior, we call it learned behavior. What do we call it?
Learn behavior.
Excellent. Everyone, please, I want you to repeat after me. If you know how to behave, what do we call this behavior?
Instinct.
Instant. Excellent. Instant. Excellent.
Instinct.
Okay, what about if you learn this behavior? What do we call this behavior?
Learn.
Learn.
Excellent.
behavior.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Now, we know that a behavior is anything that organism does. Anything you do, anything you make, we call it a behavior. Look at Ismail for an example. He's upside down. Also, Abdulaziz, why you are upside? You are making some behavior. This is a behavior. See? And this is a learned behavior because you saw your friend and you copied him. And this is not cool, okay? Please behave nice and very well. So, when I tell you a behavior, what is a behavior? Hi, Abdurrahman, tell me, what is a behavior?
Be good.
No. What is a behavior? It is anything.
Anything an organism
An
does.
organism does. Anything that you do, we call it a behavior. And we learned that if you learn how to behave something or how to do something from watching another, we call it a learned behavior. Now, please, can you read, Ya Ahmed, what is a learned behavior?
Behavior that come from watching other animals or through
Experience.
experience.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
animals.
No, that's it. That's it. So, learned behavior are behaviors that come from watching another animal through or through experience. Please, guys, underline with me. You will find it in page 132 and 133. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Underline with me. Now, Ismail, can you tell me what's an instinct? See the word. What's an instinct?
Learned behaviors.
No.
And
Ismail,
instinct
down here. An instinct
is there are other behaviors.
An instinct is
A behavior that an animals know without learning.
excellent. So two major things we learned today. A behavior can be learned, or you can do it without learning it. If it's without learning it, what do we call it?
Instinct.
Excellent. But if you are watching some other animals doing it, or by experience, what do we call it?
Instinct.
Learned. If you are watching some animal and you are copying them, so it is a learned behavior. All right?
My brother, when me and my sister put videos, he do like my small brother, he do
Yes.
like this.
So he copies the video.
If we put
If
and
you are
music,
copying a video, yeah,
he
Ismail.
does like them. My
Very
small
good.
brother.
Okay, Ismail, if you are copying something, so you are making a learned behavior. But if you are feeling hungry, no, this is an instinct. Now, let me give you a lot of examples, all right? Now, take a look at this cup. Take a look at this cup. A mother lion teaches her cub to hunt. Hunt. Now, I want
That's
you...
learning.
Please, guys. Yes, excellent, excellent. Yes, Salim. Now, what I want from you is to tell me that if this behavior is learned or instinct. Okay?
Learn. Learn.
Okay, later after I finish reading. All right? So, a mother lion teaches her cub to hunt. So, hunting, is it instinct or learned behavior?
Learn behavior.
Excellent. Why, Salim? Because the mother?
The mother will learn to hunt. So she's going to learn her cub.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Searching for food is an instinct. See? But looking for food, when you look for food, I need food, I need food.
You have to hunt it.
Before you
For
hunt,
animals like have sharp teeth, they need to hunt.
just a minute.
To not die.
Before you hunt, the feeling you feel you need to search for food, this is learned behavior or instinct?
Instinct.
Excellent, because no one tells you that you need food. You just feel that you need food. Okay, knowing how to find and catch food
my
is
little
something
sister
that cubs learn by copying their parents. Salim, please mute your mic and speak only when teacher allow you. All right, so your friends can listen to the teacher and understand. So, if you are feeling you need food or you need to catch some food, this is an instinct. But the cubs learn how to catch, learn how to hunt by what they copy their parents. Yes, Adam, tell me what you were talking about.
My little sister, they don't say to her, you need to eat. When she wants to eat, she say, Amma, Amma, yummy, yummy.
Yes, she's hungry. She will tell you that she's hungry. She feels hungry. So this is by instinct. But
sometimes well, she just ate, then she said, Amma, Amma, yummy, yummy. My mom gave her food, then she said, ew.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Salim. This is a good example. Now let's see other examples. Take a look at these turtles. A mother sea turtle buries her eggs in the sand. Most sea turtles hatch at night. Their instinct is to go toward the brightest area. So no one tells the turtles when you hatch, go to the right area. No, they just go like that. They just go by instinct. The instinct
Because turtles
hatchling,
need water to live.
yes,
They
because
have to
of
be in water.
their instincts. No one tells them how to do it. They just do it like that. Okay, now take a look at
Turtles,
the
when they
chimpanzee.
the water turtles, when every time they hatch on the sea, very fast they go to the sea.
Okay, Salim, take a look at this chimpanzee. What he's doing?
He's climbing. Nobody teaches him. He knows because monkeys, they know how to climb.
Excellent. So, okay, but now in this picture, he's not climbing. He's doing something else.
He's putting the wood in the tree.
Okay, a chimpanzee isn't born knowing how to use a tool. Look at this picture. He's using a tool. No one tells him. Sorry, he doesn't.
His mom teaches her.
Okay, yes. It's the learned behavior. Why? Because he watched some others using this tool and then he copied these people and used the tool in the same way. So whenever an animal is copying their mothers or someone else, we call them
learn behavior.
excellent, ya Ismail. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Excellent, ya Ismail. All right. Sometimes a chimp may figure it out on its own, but with experience when he tries more and more and more. So whenever he watch someone and do it or learn it or use his experience to do something, we call it a learned behavior. But this bird, an instinct for some birds to sing. No one tells them, please sing, or how do they sing? It's an instinct. They born and they knowing how to sing.
He sings very loud.
Okay, they born with this sound. They born with singing. No one tells them how to sing. They don't copy their mommies. No.
What means insect and kitten? I forgot what's the name.
Sometimes songs they sing are learned from other birds. So not the singing itself, but sometimes they learn the song. Oh, maybe maybe a bird listened to his friend and he liked the song and he copies the song. But the singing, he already born and he knows how to sing. Okay.
So it means instinct.
Now, what about moth? Look at moth. Look at moth in this picture.
They look like bats.
Yes, they look, no, not bats. They are small bugs, okay? What do? The moth instinct is to use moonlight to find the way, to find its way. What do they use? They use moonlight to find their
They
okay.
they can open it and close it.
That's why moths are attached to porch lights. So have you ever seen a moth gathering all around a porch light?
I have only found one at Turkey.
Yes.
Only one, but it's not with his family.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to go alone, then come back.
Okay, Salim. Now take a look at this moth. Have you ever seen a moth gathering around the porch light?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Oh yeah, time we always go to breakfast at Turkey at night, at the morning, and they don't open the moonlight, but they be together.
Why do they do that?
Because they be safe.
Instincts. Okay, because of their instinct. No one tells them, or they don't learn this behavior. They just do it like that. What about the spider?
Because they put it on and off.
Yes, a spider web helps it to survive. The web is sticky, so it traps insects, okay? But how does a spider know how to spin a web? Huh?
Because they born know how to do webs.
Excellent. If they born knowing how to do something, what do we call it? Which type of behavior? Is it learned or instinct?
Instinct.
Excellent,
Instinct.
boys. Excellent. Now,
I know all about
how are instinct and learned behaviors alike? How they are alike? Both of them are what?
Miss, spiders, they don't just put the web in pits. Miss,
The behaviors like they say their mothers and they do like they're what they
Okay,
are
Ismail,
doing.
just a minute, my dear. Learned behavior and instincts both are alike in something. Both are what?
both are behavior and instinct.
Yes, Saleh.
Instinct.
Both are behaviors. Both allows animal to survive. So if they learn how to do something or they know already how to do something, they are all behaviors. We call it behavior. And they both
Miss, we write
to survive. Okay? Yes, please write page 133.
Miss, I was writing.
Sorry. Okay, guys, time is almost up. So, guys, let me stop recording and say bye-bye. We'll see you, inshallah, tomorrow, and we will complete this lesson tomorrow. All right? But today,
Miss, I didn't finish writing.
I'm just gonna say bye-bye to the recording and let you have the time to write, okay? Yeah, I'm going back. Just a minute.